the people who have born that time earlier, they have the advantage of having two passports. That way those guys are lucky, because when they can have an Indian passport, they can also have a Portuguese passport, so they can freely move in Europe. Coming to Goa's how the Goa's economy runs. Goa's economy runs 40% on tourism. It's a big, Goa is dependent quite a big percentage on tourism. And today, as you all know, the current situation, I don't have to talk about the current situation. Goa has lost that business right now, because we can consider when 40% of the people, our livelihood is dependent on tourism. Second most important part of Goa was the mining. Mining was stopped 2 years back, and then the most important right now today it is affected. But luckily, as you all know, Goa was declared as a green zone 2 months back. When it was declared as a green zone, we had only 7 cases in Goa, and it was 2 months back that the borders were open. When the central government took the decision, borders were open, and today from 7 cases, Goa today has crossed 10,000 cases of COVID. Because when you know that Goa is green, it's safe, when the government is advertising there are no cases in Goa, what happened? People from all over India have come to Goa. Already the cases have gone up, and we are now today are looking at 10,000 cases plus, and we already had a lockdown recently, maybe more lockdown coming up. But at the same time, the government took a brave decision of opening Goa for tourism. The tourism in Goa has been open from 2nd of July. So the Goa government gave a permission to 250 hotels to open for tourism, and some tourists have started coming. That is how the cases went on from 0 to 10,000 cases. 250 hotels have opened, but the sad part is that with the number of cases going up, we only have the occupancy of 5 to 10% in these hotels. I wouldn't say, of course, Goa is for tourism. Everybody is welcome to Goa, but right now maybe it's not the right time. The right time could start somewhere from the month of October. So that would be a right time to visit Goa. Now, when you talk of Goa, you always do packages. So I will, before going to slideshow, I will just talk about how the packages are done in Goa. The standard packages when you visit Goa are normally tourists will ask is for, or even your local travel agent or somebody who is doing a holiday, you're planning a trip to Goa. You will know a standard minimum package you will go is for 3 nights, 4 days. Now coming to Goa, you have 3 options. Either you can come by flight, you can come by train, or you can come by bus. So ideally the package, the minimum package you will look for Goa is 3 nights. The standard package would be like, today suppose you are coming to Goa by flight, train or bus, you normally will stay towards the beach side. Now coming to the beaches, the entire coastal part of Goa is full of beaches. Now you see different names are there, beaches. Kalangut Beach, Kandolim Beach, Baga Beach. Then the south you have the Kolwa Beach. How these names have come? As per the name of the village, all these beaches have been named. Okay, so typical, I would say the Goa package, when minimum somebody comes is for 3 days. That is first day, today you come, that day you stay. On the second day, you will go probably for a North Goa trip. You will make a North Goa trip. In the evening, you will go for a boat cruise. That will go for second night. And third night, you will go for a South Goa trip. So that is how you will cover South. And after the 3 nights or fourth night, you will start going back to your hometown. So now, my topic I said is undiscovered Goa. Why? Apart from the standard packages, what standard places, I would like to show you some places where I would say you should stay back in Goa and visit these places. So I will just start with my slideshow now, PPT presentation, where we will go with different places of Goa. Goa has many places. Okay, instead of spending 3 nights, 4 days, you could always spend for 5 nights, 6 days. But as I would say, any state has many places. So as per my topic, I would like to tell you all about undiscovered Goa, the places which normally are not, some of the places are not included in the packages, where you should stay back and see for those places. Give me a second, I'll just start my slideshow. I think you all can see the slide. Yeah, fine. So undiscovered Goa is my topic. This is Satish Rajman. As introduced, I am having the 2 verticals, multiple task consulting and multiple task holidays. Now, luckily for me, this topic is very interesting because one of my vertical is into holidays. I am into Goa packages, holidays. I can plan holidays for you all. Anybody coming to Goa can connect with me. Okay. Next, I would like to start with this first slide. That is Bhagwan Mahavir National Park. See, when you talk of Goa, many of you know it as beaches, nightlife, holidays, fun. But I would like to talk about this National Mahavir Park. But this is again this is a national park which is about 30 kilometers from Panjim.
Yeah.
You can get animals. Visit this place. It's a beautiful place. You need one day to go to this place. You can have elephants and different other animals to see this. It is a wildlife sanctuary. We should go to visit this. This is again this place now Mahavir, this Bhagwan Mahavir National Park will not be included in your standard package of 3 nights 4 days. You will need to stay 1 day extra because along with this Mahavir National Park, there are 2 more places you need to see, which are coming in the next slides. So this is one Dudhsagar waterfall. This is a beautiful waterfall which has got a height of 300 meters. You can see this waterfall. There's also a railway track in front of the waterfall. It's a beautiful view, and especially when you come at this season. As you all know, currently Goa has monsoon. Goa has a peak of monsoon from the month of June, July, and August. From September, the monsoon starts reducing, and the tourist season starts from the month of October. October to March, April, 6-7 months are the peak season. And as of now, tourists are coming to Goa throughout the year. So this is a place one called Dudhsagar waterfall. If you are staying at Kalangut or Baga beaches in North Goa, to come to this place is almost 70 kilometers. It will come in the range from 70 to 80 kilometers. So you can go to that Bhagwan Mahavir Park. You can go. Then you can go. This place is called Kollem. The town is called Kollem, and you can take your vehicle, or if you are coming by own vehicle, or you can take the tourist taxi. Go to Kollem, and from this village Kollem, again you need to take the government vehicles and go to the bottom of this Dudhsagar Falls. This is a beautiful fall which you see. And another point about this is those who are interested in having a trekking program, because I myself love hiking and trekking. I do organize hiking and trekking format. You can always trek for about 10 kilometers. You can park your vehicle at a Kollem village and trek to the jungles for 10 kilometers. So this is an activity which takes 1 full day. So this is those who love to do love nature, those who love to do adventure are most welcome to do this Dudhsagar trek. This is a love place you should not miss on a trip, and stay 1 day extra. If you're doing Dudhsagar, the 3 nights 4 days package will not work. You need to add 1 more night extra for this. Another place is Devil's Canyon. This is also in the same area. Now, the interesting story about this is, it is said that one of the villagers used to go to the devil to take fish from him, it is said. And he used to take the fish, that he's taking the fish from him for the villagers. And he used to go every day to the devil and ask for the fish. And the devil used to give him sufficient food that you are giving for the villagers. So now one day what happened, the devil followed the villager back to his village to find out whether this villager is the fish what he is giving is for the people, but only to realize that the villager was having the fish himself. And then the devil said there won't be fish available at this place. So this is one of the historic places which is in the same area. So you can see all these 3 places in 1 day trip. So going to Mahavir, going to Dudhsagar and Devil's Canyon, all the places can be covered in 1 day. Okay, next, moving ahead. This is called Fort Aguada. This is, as you all know, Portuguese were ruling Goa, as I mentioned earlier. Now, since they were ruling, or they have built, Portuguese when they were in Goa, they have built different forts. This is a fort called Fort Aguada near Kalangut Beach, about 4 kilometers from Kalangut Beach. This is another historic place which we should see, and this is covered in your North Goa trip. So this was a fort which was built for the Portuguese to take care of themselves from the Marathas. They had fear that the Marathas would attack them. So this is a nice. You also get a nice view of Panjim from here. As you can see on the top, there's a lighthouse on the top of the fort. So this lighthouse is currently being used. It shows light at the night. So in front there is a Arabian Sea. Opposite is the Miramar beach, where you have the ships passing from there. So this is also used as a lighthouse where it guides the ships for the directions at night. So this is a spot on the North Goa called Fort Aguada, which is covered in your trip. Okay. Next, I'm coming to the beach. As I said, Goa is known for beautiful beaches. Now this Kerry beach is not covered in a trip because this is on the extreme north side. This is about 30 kilometers from capital of Goa on the north side. Why it is not covered? Because it is far away distance. The beauty of this beach is it's a beautiful beach because it is all of white sands. It's something different than the regular Kalangut, Baga or other beaches you will see. It has, as you can see, it is full of white sands, and you should make it up. And it's a isolated beach. Others in Goa, when you visit Goa, you will find most of the beaches are very crowded. Lot of tourists, and lot of tourists from India, domestic tourists will find at Kalangut, Baga, Anjuna beaches. But this is one beach which, since it is a faraway beach, it's an isolated beach and known for its beauty for white sands. You will have to make a special arrangement by a vehicle to visit this beach. It's about 30 to 40 kilometers from whichever place you are staying. So you should make it a point to visit this Kerry beach. Moving ahead, we come to the Mapsa Friday Bazaar. Now Mapsa is a city in the north side. From Panjim it is 10 kilometers, and from Kalangut, Baga beach, Anjuna beach, it's about between 10 to 12 kilometers. Now this market is held every Friday at Mapsa, a city in the north district. What they sell here, all the locals here will sell the local food here, local the vegetables there, and also the local what a homemade stuff will be sold here. The most famous thing to buy here is the tamarind of Goa. So that is what you buy here. It's, if you have time, you should make it a point on those 2 or 3 nights you stay to visit, and especially if you're in Goa on the weekend, if you're in Goa on a Friday evening, make it a point to go to Mapsa market for this bazaar meaning market. So this is another place I would advise, which now again, Mapsa Bazaar is not included in your standard package, because here when you go, you need to spend at least 2 hours time, because it's crowded place. You need to go enjoy the local things, local varieties. Next I'm coming to the place called Bubbling Lake. This is also undiscovered Goa. This is not again included in a standard package. The reason being, this is again a place called Netravari. The beauty of this place is when you go to this place and you make noise, you make some sound here. What will happen? The bubbles will come in the lake here. So this is, or you shout out at somebody's name or make noise, you will find bubbles coming. This is again this is for the religious reasons you get here. So a lot of places who have, again, those who have time should find out time to go to this place, Bubbling Lake. And a lot of tourists who have visited Goa, somebody has come Goa first time and they're planning a trip for the second time. They will definitely like to go and see something different. You should make it a point to visit this place called Bubbling Lake at a place called Netravari. Next, I'm coming to Anjuna Flea Market. Now, Anjuna Flea Market again is in North Goa. Again, is a coastal beach. You have the Kandolin beach. You have the Kalangut beach, Baga beach. All these beaches are coming in one line. After that, you have the Anjuna. Now, there is a flea market. Now, what is this flea market? This market, which is done by the hippies, the foreigners who come to Goa. It is said that a lot of these foreigners who sometimes they overstay in Goa. Sometimes, see, Goa, as you know, is a place for parties. It's a happening place. A lot of party place happens here. Sometimes it is also said sometimes the foreigners are short of money. So what they do, they try to sell their own belongings here. So you'll have a lot of hippies here selling their own things, own stuff. Some of the hippies also will carry their stuff with them for selling. So make it a point, if this market is held on Thursdays. If you're in Goa on Thursdays, you make it a point to visit this place at Anjuna in the second half of the day. It's called Anjuna Flea Market. Flea Market because all this stuff which is there, which is by the foreigners. Also nowadays, a lot of Indians are selling products here similar to them. So that is always competition is there. Some of the Indians also are doing some business here. Predominantly, it's a market by the hippies. Next, we come to Kalangut Beach. I'm sure all of you who said here they visited Goa have visited Kalangut Beach, because Kalangut is a place which nobody leaves Goa without visiting. Because Kalangut is a beach which is the most beautiful beach of Goa. It is called the Queen Beach of Goa. Also, Kalangut Beach is one of the 10 most important beaches of the world. It's that beautiful. That's why it is called you see, this beach you'll always find crowded, whether you go in the daytime, whether you go in the afternoon, evening, because there'll be a lot of tourists visiting here. Because everybody knows that if you're visiting Goa, you should visit Kalangut Beach. Next, I'm coming to Old Goa. Goa, being, as I said, was under the Portuguese till 1961. We had almost 40% of the population were Catholics that time. And now then gradually it got reduced to 30%. Now it's about 25%. As you know, a lot of people from outside Goa came, settled on Goa. So we have, the Portuguese has one nice thing to us is they have given us a lot of churches. And this is one famous church called Basilica of Born Jesus. This was built in 1605. What is the beauty of this? On the 3rd of December, we have something called Saint Francis Xavier feast here. So Saint Francis, you have the body of Saint Francis, decomposed body of this feast, which is kept here for last 500 years. And the body is taken out every 3rd of December. So this is a place where you should visit. And there are more churches along with this. The next church to visit is Sea Cathedral Church. That way, there are almost 10 churches here in Old Goa, which when you're visiting Goa, this is included in your package for the North Goa trip. So this is covered, but you have to make sure that you're spending time here and seeing the architecture of what the Portuguese have created and given back. So these are some of the, these are where the churches are of 1605, and you should make it a point to visit this. The place is called as Old Goa. Old Goa, this place which is about 12 kilometers from the capital Panjim. This was during the Portuguese rule. This Old Goa was the capital of Goa. So as you can see, the water there, with all the Portuguese time, all the animation, everything was, they were coming by on the horse from this side. The entry point was from here, and this was the capital in the olden times by Portuguese. Later on, the capital was made Panjim. So Old Goa is a place which is covered in your package, and you should not miss this. Now, Goa is also famous for the temples. When I say beaches, then nice churches, also Goa has beautiful temples. Now, there are many temples in Goa to visit, but Mangeshi temple is one of the temple which you should not miss. Because when you go to Old Goa, from Old Goa is hardly about 5 kilometers from there, where the Mangeshi temple is there. As you can see, this temple is very beautiful of Lord Shiva. And where Lord, the idol, the ling is worshipped every day. And you can see this lamp. This is one of the historic lamp of this height, which is very special one for Goa. Then from Mangeshi, you have Mardol temple. Then there are Shantaduga temple. Those who love to visit more temples can always stay back and visit in that same route of Old Goa. You can make a separate trip, because in the temples, not all the temples are covered. Mangeshi is covered. Then after that, we have another temple called Mardol temple and Shantaduga temple. So all these temples are very religious to visit and experience. Because what I'm trying to say, apart from church, or this, we also have nice temples to visit. Next, coming to Saturday night market. This is a market which is held every Saturday at Goa, where you have locals selling various things. Also, you have live music, dance, partying going. So this is another party place where you have the foreigners performing, the local artists performing. There are fire artists. There's so many things happening. It's a market which just goes on full night. It's a full night market. That's why it is called a Saturday night market. Next, we have Kambarja backwater. So this is again a place which is not covered in your standard tour. This place, you go in the North Goa. It's from Baga Beach. It's about 40 kilometers you go. There you go by the boats. This is a place where you go. It's a backwaters here, where you have all the trees and all on that, as you can see, where you especially go to see crocodiles. Again, this is not in your standard trip. This is undiscovered Goa. You need to spend some time to find out this place and make a trip for this, especially to visit crocodiles and look for the interiors of Goa. All the interiors of Goa is very beautiful with all the Portuguese old houses. Next is Goa State Museum. This is in the Panjim capital, as every state has its own museum showing the ancestral things, all the rulers of Goa, who are the lieutenants, Portuguese lieutenants, all the pictures are there in this. This is somebody who loves museum should visit. And this museum is definitely covered in your trip. In one of the, in the North Goa trip, this museum is already covered. Next we come to Arvelam Caves. We have the Arvelam Caves in the North Goa. This is a caves in the North Goa, which is about 30 kilometers from Panjim. Now this Arvelam Caves is again undiscovered Goa. It is not included in your standard package. Now what is the beauty of this Arvelam Caves? It is said that Pandavas lived here. And when they were in exile, they came here, they spent some time here. So if you have time extra one day, do visit this Arvelam Caves, which is not in your standard package. Next, I will come to Goa Science Center. Goa Science Center is included. It is in the Panjim capital near Miramar Beach. This is to see all the science, and you can see there are telescopes and different, and it's good for kids to see and all the matters related to science and the history. Okay, this is already included in your package. Next, I come to Agonda Beach. Now the South Goa beaches of Goa also beautiful. North Goa is happening for parties, but South Goa has a lot of 5-star and lot of, see, there is a beach called Palolem Beach. Near Palolem Beach, this is Agonda Beach, which is a very famous and less isolated. If you want less isolation in the South Goa, this is a very beautiful beach called Agonda Beach. You'll find a lot of foreigners at this place. Next is Tamri Sulla, which is a Mahadev temple. If somebody loves to do trekking. Here we always go for treks every year. We park our car, it is again 70 kilometers from Goa towards Ponda. We park our car about 5 to 7 kilometers before the temple and go trekking in the jungle. Now this whole beauty, this is a 500-year-old temple of Mahadev Lord Shiva. It is made from one stone. It's a beauty of it. And you can, here you need one full day. You need to trek and do trekking, hiking, plus visit the temple. Next, I come to Palolem Beach. This is a very beautiful beach, as you can see. This is on the South Goa, on the border with Karnataka. This is from Panjim city. It will take a lot of times. Some of the tourists see, majority of tourists love to stay in North Goa, but many love to stay in South Goa. This Palolem Beach is very beautiful on the border. As you can see, how beautiful the beach is. Try exploring this. Here again, you need to make a decision whether you want to spend in North Goa or South Goa. If you want to spend nights in South Goa, you should extend your trip and plan to stay in this and enjoy this beautiful beach. Next is Baga Beach. Again, it is next to Kalangut and nobody leaves Baga without expense. Baga Beach is a place again of water sports. And different types of water sports are here. And as the night becomes, this is happening. Parties, night shows, and everything what you want. The nightlife of Goa starts at Baga, Kalangut. So make it a point. If you love the nightlife, stay at Baga Beach, Kalangut side, Kandolim side. Nightlife of Goa. Goa is famous for nightlife. There are a lot of disc is there, a lot of like the Tito's is there, and MPK is there, a lot of clubs. There are at least 10 different clubs in Goa, and many of these clubs are in North Goa. So if you want to experience a lot of nightlife, stay in North Goa. So Goa, like this Kalangut Baga Beach is a concrete beach, concrete part where there are different, all the old houses people have converted to villas, the nightclub. There are almost 10 nightclubs in Goa, and Goa during season is a happening place. So somebody who loves happening, be at Baga, Kalangut side, and this MPK, Tito's, and different types. Sink is the name of one of the clubs. All these are, you go to the 10 different nightclubs you will experience at this in the North Goa. Of course, the South Goa also has nightlife, but South Goa has a lot of 5-stars, a lot of natural things. Whereas Goa, North Goa has been a lot of things have been converted with a lot of constructions. Now, coming to how to move in Goa, you know the transport in Goa is expensive because in Goa you don't have like all those standard cabs. There is all private vehicles. There is no Uber. There is no Uber, and Goa is the only state in India where Uber are not allowed because you have to take a private vehicles. One of the advantages, you can always take an Activa or scooter to visit Goa. These are charged at a nominal charge of 300 to 400. There are also self-driven cars given which cost you about 1,000 rupees per day. If you are trying to take a taxi, it is normally, see, from airport to anywhere, it will cost you 1,500, 1,700. Of course, the transport is expensive. One of the disadvantages of Goa is the transport is expensive. Everybody complains there. always better to hire your own vehicle, or once you have reached to a destination, pick up a two-wheeler and move around. It will cost you 400 maximum rupees per day. Goa is famous for seafood. All those who love seafood, you should not miss the fresh seafood in Goa. This is prawns, then you have different kingfish, and different types of fish are there. And nobody misses Goa. Those who love seafood have only seafood in Goa. And even the local chicken, the Portuguese dishes are here. Next is the casinos. You all know we have many types of casinos in Goa. In the Panjim, the city, at the Mandvi River, there are lots of casinos where you should visit. Right now, the casino is shut. I'm sure the casino will open the next few months to come. Now, what to take from Goa? Cashews. The Zati cashew, there are many types of cashews. One of the traditional cashews in Goa, when you leave Goa, you should pick up cashews and do not leave Goa, because these are local made cashews. Goa is famous for cashew feni. Of course, you all know in Goa, the alcohol is cheaper. I think all of you all know. People love to have alcohol because, of course, the advantage is it's cheaper also. But the local feni, cashew feni, is known. People definitely carry this cashew feni. But then don't try to have it direct. If you try to have direct, cashew feni, it is concentrated. And then if you have concentrated, you will sleep for next 24 hours. We also ourselves don't have cashew feni here. But this is a local drink which is very popular. You can take it, pick up, and you can have it, mix it with other light drinks and have it. Next is Goa is famous for its Carnival festival. Carnival is held every year in the month of Feb. So if you're planning to come to Goa in the month of Feb, you can plan your trips during the Carnival festival. And after Carnival festival is, again, this is predominantly the festival which is celebrated by Catholics, but it is, of course, celebrated by everyone. The Catholics are normally participating and it's open for all. And next is a celebration of Shigmo. Like is a celebration from the Evil, which this is a celebration of colors. We have the Holi festival and it is celebrated in every city. So this is also the time where the tourists are coming here. So we can plan a holiday that time also. Now Goa, you can plan a holiday throughout the year. All the 365 days, Goa is known for a holiday, not a particular time, except for the current situation which is of COVID. And then what to buy from Goa? Apart from the cashews, the cashew feni, experience the Goa, enjoy the nightlife in Goa. You can always buy the art crafts in Goa. A lot of local things are made, as every state, a lot of local things are made in Goa where you can enjoy the beauty of Goa. So apart from 3 nights, 4 days stay, enjoy Goa, learn a lot of things. I'm connected to, as I said, my vertical in holiday. Definitely I can plan a lot of holiday trips for you all. That's all I want to cover. This is what I planned for 13 minutes. As the president said, you have 30 minutes. I said, let me complete my schedule, my trip, because Goa is something tourism place where you can go on talking of Goa. There's so many things. I have not covered videos. If you try to cover videos, then it will go on. There's so many videos which you can always see about the places I mentioned. You can always see on this. So there is a lot of undiscovered Goa. You need any information, I've given my mobile number, my email address. Also, I'm on LinkedIn. You can connect me. All of you can connect me on LinkedIn also. Thank you, friends, for patient listening. And I'm open to any questions and answers. I hope the information was informative.
Wonderful speech, sir. Wonderful speech, sir. Because for the past 3-4 months, we are all sitting in the home. We even don't able to go next house. So this topic is very interesting, and you are on the experience of visiting Goa. People are very happy. I can see all faces, smiling faces. That it will shows the topic is very attractive for them. It's a question and answer section open for.
Because Goa is a beautiful place. Like every place is beautiful. I will say. I see 3 nights, 4 days. Any tour guide will give 3 nights, 4 days. But there are so many places to see. Too many places. Basically, I like it on Discord. I thought, apart from showing all the standard places, let me also tell you all about the undiscovered places. That was it. Yeah, over to you all.
Okay. Question and
any questions and answers? I'm there to answer.
Satish, it was a wonderful information about Goa. Maybe for the next trip, I think we can make use of you to make it more interesting. Okay. Sure, during our last visit, during my last visit, I remember to have stayed in one beach called as Anjali Beach, where Sterling Resorts is being situated. I think so. Is it still there, functioning?
You said it is at Anjuna Beach.
Anjuna Beach. Sorry, it's an Anjuna Beach.
So right now, all the resorts are there. Only what happened right now, what happened since 2nd of July, when the tourism Goa government took the decision opening the hotels. there are only 250 hotels having your permission, and that too all are not in operation. You know what has happened? When this have opened only 10, they have occupancy of only 10%. But all the resorts are there. They're all planning. Many of them are planning to open in October, some in November. All the resorts are there. And the beauty is what happened right now because of the situation. Many of the people from outside Goa had purchased properties, and some of the properties are there for sale in Goa. If you're looking to buy, invest in Goa, it's a good time. I'm also connected to real estate. If somebody's planning, let me know. It's a good time to invest in business in Goa. If you're looking for that. Yes, sir.
One question from our past president, Rotary Narana Gopal. He asked, Speaker, I found lot of infra projects happening. Can you say something more about that in Goa?
Yeah, we have, see, Goa right now is under a lot of infra projects are going on. We have the national highway being planned within Goa. So that is going to reduce the site, for example, from Goa to Madgaon, that is in South Goa. South Goa, like Margao is like half for the South Goa. From Panjim capital to Margao, it is normally taking 1.5 to 2 hours to reach. So with this 8-lane infra project which is coming up, that will reduce the time to 45 minutes to 1 hour. So that's going to help, and that is going to pass through Goa, these places. Again, talking about infra projects, we have in Goa right now, there is only one airport, that is in South Goa, that is a Vasco da Gama. Now Goa is coming up with a second airport that is called Mopa Airport in the North Goa. So you'll also have an advantage of landing in at the North Goa directly. Now what is happening, you want to go in South Goa, it takes normally 1.5 or 2 hours to reach Kalangut Baga beaches. So with this infra projects, we have a lot of, apart from the highway, we have the airport coming up. There's a telecommunication city coming up in the North Goa. So North Goa is a lot of infra projects are being planned. And the famous, we have the Verna Industrial Estate, which is a bigger one. Of course, the industrial part, Goa is lacking. There are less of industries in Goa. Because being a tourism place, there's a lot of opposition whenever new industry wants to come. It's not very easy being a tourism place. Otherwise, the new airport, the highway, these are the places which is going to improve the infrastructure in Goa.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I have a question. Yeah, actually, you know that we are living down south in Madurai, and I have heard that it's not audible.
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah, actually, we are living in down south, and I have heard that the Konkan coast is very excellent to drive. So I am planning to drive from Madurai to Goa so that I could visit Karwar, Mangalore on the way. Would you recommend that, or
Yes, sir. I would suggest from Mangalore side, you drive to Karwar. From Karwar, it's very beautiful there. It's lovely. It will be a lovely trip. It's beautiful, and some of the route is closer to the beach. It's one of the beautiful place to drive.
Sure.
You should. I would advise you take that from Mangalore. From Mangalore, come into Karwar. So when you enter from there, the entry point is Karwar.
Sure.
I would advise. It will be a beautiful trip for you. You'll enjoy the trip.
This is NAN. By any chance, do you get these hurricanes and storms and all that sort of tsunami in your area?
No, we don't have tsunami. In fact, this water levels have been high in the past, but it did not convert to any tsunami also. We didn't have that problem, luckily. Luckily for Goa, we didn't have. The water levels have gone up whenever other areas had issues. We had water levels going up, but then we didn't have such cases. Water had come in the Panjim city, but we did not have that tense situation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And Goa also is a good place for if you're planning for properties as compared to many parts of India. For like if you're looking for a 2-bedroom flat, it will cost you between 50 to 55 lakhs, going to 60 lakhs. Like, you know, if you're going towards beach, it will be about more than 1 crore, 1.5 crore, 2 crore. But if in the normal Polorim area, which is there, it's supposed to be the next capital of Goa, you can get something around 60 lakhs. So property prices as compared to other parts, I don't know how you compare it to your place. Whereas Goa, we talk in terms of square meters. Square meter will be something around 50 to 60,000 per square meter. In your area, could be square feet.
You are right, sir. In one sense, you are right. Because when I visited Goa, I stay near our Sandeep sir's residence. When he told the price in that area, I compared with Madurai. I told it is a bit cheap in Goa compared with Madurai. Goa is cheaper. That I feel in that.
Goa, the property prices are cheaper. In fact,
Correct.
right now it's good business. Like supposed to plan, even as I said, hotels are enough for someone like somebody has invested and now he cannot pay the loans. Like in distress sale, also people are looking, So that is also there. See, a lot of people have invested in Goa for tourism, for homestays. Yeah.
Okay. Let us meeting.
Sir, could you share the PPT with the president so that we can?
Hey,
Yes,
Ashu,
yes.
Sure. I will collect from sir and I will share it to all. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So let us come to the end. Sir, your presentation was a wonderful presentation, sir. On behalf of our club, we are very happy when we thank for your wonderful speech. You spend your half an hour time like ocean. You present everything, whatever we can see in Goa. For that, I thank on behalf of our club. Next, let us. I invite our secretary Balu for his announcements. Balu, over to you.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Dear friends, tomorrow on 15th August at 6 p.m., we have the first installation ceremony of Early Act Club of Adi Apna School. I request all our members to participate tomorrow. It's in Google Meet. And regarding our regular meeting, it will be on 22nd August, Friday at 6:30 p.m. The speaker will be Mr. K. Zahur Hussain, Deputy Director, Department of Atomic Energy, Mumbai. He speaks on the topic Modern Leadership, Pragmatics. Thank you all.
And today our birthday boy, Dr. Vale, is presented here. I just want to
Happy birthday,
wish
Vale.
Birthday. Well, sir, are you here?
Well,
Sir.
Well,
Vetrivel.
Well.
Very
All of you, well, sir.
well.
Okay.
Right, Shakti to Peter.
Okay. Our best wishes, sir. Our birthday wishes, sir. Ella clap பண்ணிரோமா இன்னைக்கு வேல் சார்.
yes, sir.
Unmute பண்ணி clap பண்ணிடு.
Clap. Okay. Tomorrow also, Amar Singh sir, you are celebrating your birthday.
ஆமா birthday boy.
Clap.
Thank you.
Amar Singh, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very nice of you.
Then over to Amar Singh sir. Sir, what of thanks? Over to you, sir.
Rotarian Satish Rajmane, we are first very thankful to you for having accepted this in spite of your multitask business, and you had given a very excellent presentation. And for your information, I would like to say that I have also visited Goa, and as you were in JCs, I would like to say that we had gone for the national convention in Goa, and I was staying in Fidalgo, Panjim. At that time also, we never realized that so many places are there. Hardly I visited the important places. But when you gave a presentation, I think you seduced all our members, because for the past 4-5 months, we have been only sitting idle and just seeing pictures and all that thing. And our club always believes in roaming and exploring. Every year, our people goes on an excursion, tour, trip, within India, abroad, everywhere. And I'm sure Vale is also noting down, and our members also are noting down, and we will go to Goa, because so many places are there. And like they said, that you can give the PDF to our club and it will be presented. And we look forward in visiting you in person, and we will take your help at that time. And you are also most welcome to see Madurai. It's also a very beautiful place where we have Meenakshi temple.
Your president was saying that we have a joint meeting with our club also.
Yes, he was telling that maybe this topic it may not interest your members. So I have visited that, and I'm very thankful for having accepted. And you given a very beautiful presentation, detailed in all the important places in Goa. And we look for a joint project or joint meeting with you. And good day to you, sir. Very nice of you. Thank you very much for having accepted us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Amar Singh, sir, for a wonderful vote of thanks. Thank you, sir. Let us all come to the end of the meeting. Before that, once again, I want to thank our Sandeep, sir, for identifying such a wonderful speaker for our evening.
One more thing, President, with your permission, I would like to say, if Raja Govindsamy is listening, and because he is in the JCs, I think Aruna Vishweswar was presented Kamal Patra Award in.
There, yes.
Oh.
Amar Singh.
And she's our
Amar Singh,
member. Aruna Vishweswar is our member.
That's where I got elected national president.
And that's where Raja Govindsamy got elected. I just wanted to add that. And I was the state parliamentarian at that time.
Contest from a Madhya Pradesh candidate.
Yes. He and Raja got.
I was zone president of junior chamber in 2000.
Very glad.
Oh, very glad. At that time, Saurinathran was the state president for us.
Well returned. Well has come. Unmute and then we start.
Well, sir, again.
Happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to dear Sundarvel. Happy birthday to you,
Sundarvel. To you.
I would like to give a note that last year, the same week, we had a family get together on your birthdays, on both of your birthdays.
Right. I remember.
Very nice. Great.
Family get together.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all. And the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Valliyappan did time dueling, Panike. Valliyappan did time dueling. Exercise and listening. கொஞ்ச நேரம் எல்லாரும் பேசுறாங்கன்னா பேச சொல்லுங்க.
Especially elders, Kanasova sir, Parsari sir.
ஆமா, அண்ணன் கணேசபா என்ன பிறந்த நாள் அன்னைக்கு வாழ்த்துறோம்.
இன்னைக்கு கேட்டலாம். இல்ல இன்னைக்கு அவர் இது வச்சிருக்காரு. நான் சொல்லுங்க கணேசபா.
DLV பேக் இன் பிசினஸ் அறிவிச்சாரியா, அவருக்கு வாழ்த்து சொல்லலையா?
எஸ் சார், வாழ்த்துக்கள் சார்.
DLV
வந்துறோம் சார்.
பேக் இன் பிசினஸ். DLV கேட்டாரான்னு தெரியல.
சார் கேக்குதா? இந்த ஆளே மாயிட்டார். தலையில முடி குறஞ்சு வச்சிருந்தேன். முடி இருக்கறா?
மீசை பெரிய இருக்கு.
என்ன சார் ஆளே மாயிட்டார் ஆளே. DLV சார்.
பிரசிடென்ட். பிரசிடென்ட் கனகசபை சார் அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு பேச சொல்லுங்க.
இந்த ஆர்கே சார் அங்கிள் பேசவே முடியல.
இல்ல அன்மியூட் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. அன்மியூட் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க.
கேட்க மாட்டேங்குது.
கேக்குது அவருக்கு. அன்மியூட் பண்ணதான் தெரியும்.
அங்கிள் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. யார் சொல்றாங்க?
பக்கத்துல யாரோ இருக்காங்க போல.
இந்த வரேன்.
வேற வந்துட்டல.
வெரி குட்.
அங்கிள்
பண்றாரு.
அவரு புது மெம்பர் பாலாஜி வந்திருந்தாரு. புது மெம்பர் பாலாஜி வந்திருந்தாரு. பாலாஜி இருக்காரா? என்ஜாய் இருக்காரு.
ஆர்கே எங்களை அம்சிட்டாங்க பிறகு. நம்ம இவரு வந்திருக்காரு. நம்ம இன்னைக்கு ரோட்ராக்டர் வந்திருக்காரு. ராஜபாலன் இருக்காரு.
பிரசிடென்ட்
ராஜபாலன்.
அண்ணனை பேச சொல்லுங்க.
ஹலோ
சார், குட் ஈவினிங். வாங்க. வெல்கம் Rajbalan, new president of Rotract.
Thank you sir, with all your support sir.
வாங்க அடிக்கடி வா.
காமிங்க
மீட்டிங்
பாப்பா. ஆமா, come on the line. தொண்டரா துணையா இருக்கறாங்க.
Sir, I can't photo வந்து வீடியோ வந்து என்னோட போன்ல எடுக்க முடியல சார். some problem.
Okay.
அருமை
ராஜபாலன், நீ வந்து ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். எவ்ரி வீக் முடிஞ்சாலும் வாங்க, குரூப்லயும் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க இந்த மீட்டிங்ஸ்.
ஓகே சார், கண்டிப்பா சார். ஆல்ரெடி மெம்பர்ஸ் வந்து 5 மெம்பர்ஸ் இன்னைக்கு மீட்டிங்ல இருந்திருந்தாங்க சார்.